What is going on, everybody? My name is Diego, and this, of course, is D-Spot.
Blowing up the spot just like an afro.
Tick-tock goes the clock, no sign of the tip-top. 76 is point guard today on D-Spot. Ben Simmons, aka the Fresh Prince, MIA in Philly. No clue when he begins big ballin'. When will he be shot calling? The hopes are high, but slowly they falling, crawling on the floor. Indeed, can he form a stampede with Joel Embiid? Yes, I hope you enjoyed that little top of the dome freestyle. No, not really. That is something that I had written just a couple of days ago when I was going to record this episode and give you guys an update on the Ben Simmons injury status. However, of course, since then, the news has been broken. He's not going to play. Ben Simmons is out for the rest of the season. And that kind of fucks up my entire episode. I wanted to spit this rhyme no matter what, and I wasn't able to bring this episode any sooner because of a whole bunch of problems. My laptop broke, I was flu-ridden, and then I had to travel. As you can see, I'm not in my usual set. I've been needing to travel, but I wanted to get this episode out to you guys and give you guys some of the news on Ben Simmons' update. Regardless, I'm still gonna give you guys an update from my perspective, and yeah, here we go. Stay tuned. So it has been over 4.5 months since Ben Simmons had surgery to repair a fracture on his fifth Ben Simmons had surgery to repair his fractured foot. The 20-year-old Ben Simmons was speculated to return originally in January. Actually, this was a injury that was going to have him sidelined for roughly 3-4 months, so they were calculating to have him back by January. And really, since then, what happened during the time was just complete blockout, no communication whatsoever from Ben Simmons himself as well. Little updates here and there, and that is where the confusion really started. All we really learned from Ben Simmons was when he popped up on Uninterrupted.
What's going on, guys? Ben Simmons here.
And gave us a brief little update on the fact that he bought himself a new kitty cat.
I'll show you the cat. Nala, the Savannah cat.
And just to showcase that he's lost his accent. He's American now.
I've been doing well. Just wanted to update you guys. Everything's going well. My foot's healing great.
He's no longer an Aussie. He's full-on American, baby. At the time before his projected return in January, we knew that he still had not played the game. We knew that he still hadn't practiced 5-on-5. But here's where the confusion started and really want to focus this episode on, namely how the 76ers as an organization handled the injury. Because you see, despite some positive updates over the past few weeks from within the Sixers organization themselves, it was Sixers insider Keith Pompey that had reported that a scan on January the 23rd showed that Simmons' foot had not yet fully healed. Now, this information was contradictory to information that came out, again, from within the Sixers organization a day after, on January 24th, where the 76ers announced that Simmons' recovery was progressing as expected. Well, that's kind of strange, wouldn't you think? Just one day they're saying that his foot has not yet fully healed, yet the day after they're saying everything is going as expected. He was expected to return by January at that time. And it was a little bit later when that news was met with another little update that they said, no, he's not going to play right now in January, but he will definitely play after the All-Star break. Okay, Sixers fans had to wait a little bit longer to see this superstar perform, but you know, still hopes were high, and the coach even himself said, I'm absolutely 100% definitely certain that he will play this season. So where are we at now? So he had an injury that he needed surgery on, would take 3 to 4 months to heal. He will play in January. January shows that it's not yet fully healed, but yet you're saying it's progressing as expected, so he will play after the All-Star break, but he needs to go through another scan on the 23rd of February. Wait. So where are we at? What are you guys doing? What are the Sixers doing with the fans? And here's where the situation was getting way beyond confusing and reminiscent, of course, of how they handled Joel Embiid's injury, or even, you know, how badly the Bulls handled Rose's injury, and they're making the players look soft. They're making them look soft because the doctors are saying everything is fine, yet the players are not playing, nor are the players even able to say anything. Joel Embiid's injury, if you guys remember, was one day, it's a one-day injury, he'll play very soon, to, well, Joel is fine, to, no, well, Joel Embiid will not play tomorrow night, to Embiid has a bone bruise, to, well, oh yes, no, he has a torn meniscus, and we knew about that, but it's not really a big deal, to he's not going to play for the next 2 years. And you see, no one trusts the Sixers organization anymore. And why should we? I mean, what is it exactly? Do they think that the fans can't handle the injury news? This kind of lack of transparency has gone to such an extreme that various reports have started to surface to what is in fact preventing the return of this superstar, Ben Simmons in this case. And as you'll see, the reports are not necessarily at all related to health issues. Now, there's of course not only been the Sixers in the past, but so many countless other franchises that prove that these kind of injury reports are dealt with because of financial reasons in such shady ways. What do I mean by that? They want to sell hope, they want to sell tickets. Now, are they really that dishonest? Is it all just a money game? Is it wrong to sell hope? Is it wrong for organizations like the Sixers, who have not had much success really since Allen Iverson reaching the finals? I think they made the playoffs once after that with, who was it, Iguodala, but has been an organization that has been begging and needing fans to fill up the stadium. You know, stadiums there reportedly are not even half full at the time. So is it wrong for them to really sell this kind of hopes? I'm not so sure that's right. On the other hand, we have the Simpsons camp. Now, I find this perspective particularly interesting because almost immediately after Simmons gathered up the foot injury and it was projected he was going to miss around 4 months of action, reports were saying that his agent, Rich Paul, already discarded him for the rest of the season. He didn't want him to play. Obviously, the agent didn't want him to rush back, keeping an eye on his health. However, there's also the marketing perspective to keep in mind. Obviously, being sidelined for 4 months, it was gonna mess up for Ben Simmons to win Rookie of the Year. Now, let's say you are Ben Simmons' agent. Would you want him to win Rookie of the Year? I mean, bam, that's a good stamp on your resume. Helps build the brand image, more sponsors.
More money, more money, more money.
Yes, Paul's Clutch Sports Group would have preferred a full season to begin with in an attempt to have the point guard travel to each city of the league, as well as have him participate in the All-Star festivities and, like I said, most likely win that Rookie of the Year award. Anyways, all said and done, all good and well, now we have the definitive answer. However, I believe that this answer should and could have been provided much earlier, and I don't think it's right to play with the fans like that. I don't think it's right just to do this to sell hope, to sell tickets. Sixers fans will be Sixers fans with or without Simmons there, and people just want answers, whatever the news might be. But having these conspiracy theories, these speculations arise doesn't put anybody to rest. It starts to show a very ugly side to this game of basketball that, of course, we love so much. Long-term health should always be a top priority, so if he needs to rest the entire season, have him rest the entire season. Just say, you know what, Sixers fans, we got this boy Ben Simmons. He's an amazing superstar. We're gonna have him sit on a nice silky pillow, have his foot elevated on another nice silky pillow, and he's gonna stay seated there for the entire season and have his mind focused for the next season. And I think as a fan, that's fine. You would accept that. On the other hand, if he's sitting on a pillow and he could be playing, then by all means, have him play. That's where I think his agent shouldn't have any say, because what you want is to have the Sixers start being able to play together, start, you know, cooking up some good chemistry.
He's a cooking something up.
Even if it is just 24, 23 games in one season, having Simmons play with the group and practice 5-on-5 is a good thing. It helps to build a relation between him and Embiid. You want to have the Sixers be a competitive team, be a playoff team as quick as possible, especially in today's markets where, you know, players are joining up, teams left and right, forming super teams. Building that chemistry is the fundamental thing. The point here being is there has to be transparency. Sixers, I thought you would have learned in the past. Good for you that you finally come out and said he's going to be out the rest of the season. You know, we can all be at rest. We can all let the boy rest.
Let the boy watch. He needs to learn.
and speculation can stop. The Sixers as an organization and their fans can focus on next season. And, you know, it's the end of that. And that is it, guys. That's it. That's all I wanted to get off my chest. That and that little, you know, rhyme, of course. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I know that I'm kind of slipping on my part. Once I'm back at HQ, the videos will continue. Please, please, please share these videos. And of course, click on that subscribe button. I have a surprise in store for the D-Spot fans that I will break over the next couple of weeks or so. So stay tuned. Keep liking, keep sharing, guys. Have a beautiful weekend. Mwah.
See you guys soon.